Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your weekly reading for April 8th to the 14th. This is for Gemini and Gemini rising. We're going to jump right into it, Gemini. This is a huge week. This is the week with a new moon, total solar eclipse in Aries happening on April 8th. Wow. This is also the week where 2 days later on April 10th, Mars will conjunct Saturn on Wednesday. So here's what's happening. First, I talk a lot about these aspects in your monthly forecast as well as the live stream that I did. This is going to be possibly the shortest reading I've done in history. It is a week that, I think I mentioned that I am leaving to go see my dad for his birthday for the entire week. So I definitely wanted to try to squeeze everyone's readings in rather than not do them at all. I didn't want to leave any of y'all hanging, but listen, we have the North Node, we have the Sun, we have Venus, we have Mercury, all in Aries with during the time of the new moon total solar eclipse in Aries that is in your 11th house of your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, but also your social network, groups you belong to, organizations you belong to. You could start something new in that area. You could ascend in an area in an organization or even a friendship. You can make new friends around this time, find a new squad. There's so many possibilities, but also your hopes and wishes and dreams. And can I just tell you, this is a major eclipse. This is a fiery, dramatic eclipse, okay? All about new beginnings, new cycles. We're moving into a month of May, not only your birthday season, but Jupiter, the planet of good luck and fortune, moving into your sign. You waited 12 years for this, Gemini. You waited 12 years for this. So definitely take advantage of this eclipse. It's got rocket boosters on it. Really put your energy out there for this and expect changes in your life, okay? Expect big changes. Now, on the 10th, on Wednesday, again, Mars will conjunct Saturn. This is a big squeeze. These are the two malefic planets getting together. They're like, so you will feel tested, especially if you're here for career. You've been going through a lot of career stuff, okay? Saturn's been in your sign for, a year now, okay? But now Mars is coming in just because Mars is in Saturn as well. And Mars is just, it's a little odd I'm sorry, Mars is in Pisces as well. And Mars is a little odd in Pisces. But Pisces does rule your 10th house of career. Now, if you're not here for career, 10th house is also fame. What do you want to be known for? What are you exerting all your energy into being known for? It's also honors, achievements, social status, leadership. Just know when these two planets conjunctions are very powerful. They have this very powerful charge about them. Okay. These are, again, the two malefic planets. So there could be something testing you around those areas of your life. Now, what's happening the day after on Thursday, on the 11th, we have a Mercury Cazimi. And so even though Mercury is retrograde, now we have this day where Mercury is literally in the heart of the sun. So think about that alignment. This is major. This is this refresh light bulb moment that you may have, a lot of clarity, and even communication could be a thing for you right now because Mercury, is a planet of communication and it is your ruling planet. So you will definitely feel this. You could see things. You could see even solutions to things. Okay. Again, a lot of clarity, especially if you're reassessing a lot of things with Mercury retrograde, things from the past as well. So let's get started, Gemini. Let's see what's going on for you for the week of April 8th to the 14th. Again, this is for Gemini and Gemini rising. If you want to read for your moon, your Venus, all those other placements in your chart, you are absolutely welcome to, Gemini. All right, let's do it. Let's see what's going on for you. All right, so Gemini, what was I going to say? I do a traditional cultic cross spread, really does offer the best overview. If we need to pull clarifiers, we will pull clarifiers. Secondly, Gemini, I know I'm going to talk fast, so I hope you're taking notes. But again, I talk more about these aspects in the monthly forecast that you may have already read and heard. So Gemini, this is definitely going to be a week for you. That clarity, mental clarity I was talking about. Yes, pay attention to the 11th. You may really appreciate that Cazimi. Very emotional week for sure. And you really will feel that Mars Saturn conjunction. it may be really emotional for you, but other than that, you're good. You're good. So you did get the 10 of Wands. So yeah, when I talk about that big squeeze, you may feel a big squeeze. You may already be feeling that squeeze. Okay. Very interesting here. Some things are going on still with partnerships and relationships. And again, you still could be feeling that full moon lunar eclipse that happened in Libra. That was in Libra rules partnerships and relationships, but that eclipse with it was in your fifth house. So, things that bring you pleasure, a lot of, family, children, energy, love, relationships as well. But you did get the 10 of Wands. The reason I bring this up is because this is a big squeeze, okay? And it's almost like you're enduring a lot to the point where you're just maybe taking on way too much. So try to avoid any burnout energy, okay? It has been some months for you've gone through some months, and I can, relate. Being a Gemini rising, I've had major burnout moments to the point where I forgot like my name. I mean, it was a couple of months, but hang in there, okay? Because 10 is the end. 10 is the end of the suit. 10, 1, 0 equals 1. New beginning during the week of the new moon, total solar eclipse in Aries. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So just recognize anything that if you're feeling a little burnt out, drop a wand or two. Okay? It's going to help you see as you move forward. All right? And you're going to want to be able to see. In fact, you can see this man here. He can't even see where he's going. He's carrying so many wands. All right? Now, the other thing is it leads straight to the moon in the heart of your spread. All right? Go within, trust your intuition, really tap into that energy now. All right? Because looking at what's happening here, this is going to be possibly an emotional month for you. Okay. The moon is emotion, but you also see a lot of water in this card. You also see the 2 towers in this card. A lot of emotion here. All right. In the heart of your spread. Now, here's the thing. There is, first of all, emotions. What are emotions, right? It's energy. All right. If you even break the word down, emotion, go way back to its Latin roots, emotere, energy and motion. So you always want to be vibrating at a high frequency. Okay. Now it's okay to be emotional. There's a reason why we weren't built as robots. We were built with a range of emotions. So it's okay to feel those, low energy frequencies, like, maybe a little stress and whatnot. Just don't get stuck there. Okay. Use it to learn and to evolve and to grow and to become a better version of yourself. You even see the dog and the wolf here representing evolution. Okay. The other thing, you see the hermit's face in the moon. All right. Really go within this week. All right. It could be a week where you do feel that squeeze. You may feel that squeeze, especially career. Okay. Because in tarot, the moon is attributed to Pisces. Remember, you do have Mars and Saturn conjuncting in Pisces this week. Okay. But not only that, you also got Neptune in Pisces. A lot of Pisces energy, but there you go. All right. So there could be something related to career there or how you want to be perceived. Again, on social status, leadership, things like that. It may be emotional, but this is a week where you may have to face some of your fears, right? Uranus and Jupiter are so active, right? Next week, we're having that Jupiter-Uranus conjunction, and they're both in your 12th house. The 12th house is not only intuition, right? The moon intuition, but also it does have some other sides. It's facing your fears. 12th house is also self-sabotage energy. So recognize if there's anything that you're doing where you may be, self-sabotaging. Okay. Don't just, you're going to, because look at your entire spread here. Let me just keep going and explain that. You have the Queen of Swords in your challenge area. All right. So you really need to have that clarity. You need to have that clarity this week, okay? Really, really think for it. Again, Mercury's going to be retrograde, so it is a good time to reassess things. And there may be some Mercury retrograde moments where it may be a little bit more like, because it's in Aries, all right? And it is definitely something that may have to do again with a partnership relationship. It can be career, it can be love, but there may be something there that you're really going to really feel this week. Maybe because the Queen of Swords is Libra, right? So you've got partnerships and relationships, you've got Libra, which rules partnerships and relationships in your challenge area, but it's the Queen of Swords, someone who is, has her head above the clouds, someone who is very headstrong, and someone who is very honest with herself. And so that may be something, again, have that clarity this week and be honest with yourself, and also be true to yourself and be authentic, okay? And don't get lost this week if you do feel like a lot of emotions. Just remember to have some clarity of thought, because you also have the Five of Wands in your crown. So I would recommend communicating as much as you can, okay? Communicating as much as you can and not getting frustrated with communication, because Mercury retrograde does bring delays, and it does often, communication can go a little sideways. But Five of Wands is a challenge card, all right? Now, what's very interesting about this is that this card is attributed to Leo. Leo rules your third house of communication. So, will you possibly have some heated, active moments with communicating with others? Maybe, okay. Would it be ego driven? Maybe. With this card, you see, it's the thing with this card. Sure, it's a challenge card, but it's the least challenging of the challenge cards. It's five kids just swinging their wands in the air, and so it's not worth their time is what I'm saying. So there's a moment where you have to just stand up and say, listen, y'all, we got to see eye to eye here. We've got to just move past this. Too many cooks in the kitchen, whatever it is for you. But it could also just be you and up here, okay? But it could be because of something that happens this week that's so emotional, it gets you up here, and it kind of like it's like emotions cloud your judgment this week. And it could be possible that you do have the Hierophant in the root of your spread. So it's almost like holding on to that spirituality. It's almost like really finding that structure in your life. But also there could be a sense of you needing to, be that person that people look up to. All right. Be that person that's influential. If there are, some conflicty things and it gets you really emotional, it just seems like, listen, you're the communicator, right? Gemini, out of all the signs, and he is someone who people do look up to, and this card is all about structure. Now, what's very interesting about this is that the Hierophant is Taurus, and so remember, you've got a lot of activity in Taurus in your 12th house. All right, so it is a very spiritual house, but he's also very spiritual. He's a connector between the divine, our physical reality. You see the two monks paying attention, listen to him. A lot of wisdom in this card. So I really want you to have that connection, spiritual connection this week, okay? Really trust your intuition. Really trust your intuition this week. Let it guide you. You have the Page of Swords in your future. So it does seem like you are going to get moving forward. You are going to just be in this headspace where you're like, through the clouds, I see now, I get it, and I want to make, change things, but it also seems like you're going to be getting some messages come through too, so be open to that, because they could be intuitive messages. Page of Swords, new, right? Pages are the newbies in the Royal Court. Swords, communication, logic, thinking, but this is like a new way of thinking, new way of seeing things. So it looks like whatever you go through, you were meant to go through, because it's making you see things in the way that you need to see things, okay? And it's a very enthusiastic card. It's someone who's ready to get going, someone who's really eager to learn how to wield that sword and, eventually become the King of Swords. But I really like this. So expect communication to improve, let's say that, as long as you go within and trust a lot that's happening. Have faith in yourself this week too. And I'll even clarify that for you. Yeah, there could be some things that there's your partnership energy right there. Okay, so there is something almost you're gonna have some options. And you're going to have to make a decision, and you're going to have to know what's best for you, because you did get the 7 of Cups, okay? So the 7 of Cups is just, there's a little smoke and mirrors in this card. You just really have to know what you want. It seems like you will with the Page of Swords. It's like you're right there. You're right there. And now use that intellect, that thinking, that creative brain of yours. And then it looks like a lot of y'all are going to be choosing something with partnerships and relationships. Now, remember, it can be platonic as well, especially with all this Aries energy in your 11th house, your social network groups you belong to. But you started off with partnerships, you're ending up with partnerships. It may be the thing that you're thinking about. And it can be career. Again, can be career, it can be love, it can be a friendship, a platonic friendship. But again, I think that there's a lot of self-love here. When you have this new mindset, new way of thinking of things, and making the right decisions for yourself, I think that is going to bring a lot of self-love as well. Now, let's get to your stuff. Gemini, oh my goodness. If you like this reading, by the way, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Tell me what's going on, Geminis. I'm right there with you. And I love y'all. Y'all are amazing. Thanks so much for being here. Y'all, listen. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. So I think the biggest takeaway for you is really trust your intuition. Really trust your intuition this week, okay? It's a wild week with the new moon, total solar eclipse in Aries, and Mercury retrograde, and Venus in Aries. Wild week. So trust your intuition. You got the 4 of Cups, okay? You got the 4 of Cups. So really, really, it's really interesting here. A lot of money stuff too. So what's going on with money for y'all? What's going on with money? But the reason I say that is because you got the 4 of Cups, all right? So there is going to be a sense of, I don't want you to be in a position where you may regret things. And I don't want you to do something where you don't do something because you have this fear of regretting things, okay? I want you to be active. I want you to have gratitude. Gratitude, vibrates at such a high frequency, amongst the highest vibration of the law of attraction. So remember, you want to be able to attract the things that you want, but it's going to be harder if you have these low energy frequencies. And I'm just saying that because you see the hand of spirit, which only appears in the aces, other than this card, indicating this is a very big card and a big takeaway to say, raise your gratitude and really trust your intuition. That's going to help, okay? And so when I say raise your gratitude, even the smallest things like, I once had, for instance, or at a point, how you get notifications on your phone and you can do reminders on your phone? I would do a reminder every day. All it said was compliment someone. And so every day I'm in the habit of complimenting someone. And so there's something that you can do, a tiny, small little thing, okay? Small little gesture, whether it's a friend, family member, colleague. And, after a while, you just get in the habit of doing it. You don't need that notification anymore. But this is just saying that there may be, you may feel really bored about something too. Apathy is highly associated with this card, which is why I say that. I'm going to talk about the money thing when I get to your final outcome, but you did get the 10 of Pentacles, okay? Yeah, big stuff here. A lot of family energy that could be fueling a lot of things happening this week as well. Things that have to do with home. This is a Virgo card. Virgo does rule your 4th house of home, family, relationships, or significant other, children, your actual home, like moving and whatnot too. But this is coming into your physical realm. This is raining pentacles in the form of the tree of life. You can see it right there. You can see a lot of comfort. You can see the harvest here. You can see how big the castle is. This is you made it card, okay? This is the prosperity, okay? This is your kingdom come. This is absolutely amazing. And your external factors. So again, I think that you're going to have to go through some emotional experiences this week, but you're going to come out on top as long as you learn from it. And it puts you in this mindset where you're just like, I see now. I see why that had to happen. I see what I have to do. This is absolutely amazing. Okay. So really use that and appreciate, be aware. That's the biggest thing of all. With this, with the Ten of Pentacles, being aware of the comforts in your life. So if there are things that, you may be just a little bored with or whatnot, be aware of the great things that you have in your life. Be grateful for the fact that you have a roof over your head, or, the fact that, Kit Kat exists, or, even knowing that some people out there don't even get opportunities, right? So this is absolutely amazing. You also got the High Priestess. So you see that you got the pair, the Hierophant and the High Priestess. High Priestess saying, go within. That's all she's saying. You've got all this, just go within, okay? Intuition. You've got all that knowledge inside you. If you have any, questions about your future or any worries or concerns, all the answers are inside you. You just have to really go deep. You have to really go deep. And even up here, like your pineal gland, remember Jupiter and Uranus in your 12th house. Now, Two of Pentacles in your final outcome, another Pentacle card. All right. So, yeah, is there going to be a decision that you might have to make? Yeah. And it could just be the fact that, more like something, again, looking at everything that's happening here, again, it just seems like something could be really hard, but it's something that you're going to learn from, because it's going to help things come together. Now, yes, there could be a possibility something comes through where it's a sense of, there's almost like this whistle while you work energy. If you are here for career, there's a sense of things coming together in the way that you want. There could be a lot of like balancing things out. This is a very imbalanced card, but that's why I'm saying coming together, finding that balance, finding that fine balance. Now, again, the reason why I think that money could be a big factor here, well, a lot of self-worth, self-confidence for sure. Focus on that. Now, you have the Two of Cups, you have the Four of Cups. These are two Cancer cards, okay? Cancer rules your second house of salary, income, money, and now you've got the Ten of Pentacles, money and wealth, but also your physical reality, right? So, but then the Two of Pentacles, which is another money, it's money and wealth. So it can be like a new job, maybe weighing like what is a bigger priority, what do you want more? But what's really interesting, the fact that it is a Capricorn card. Capricorn rules your 8th house. And so Gemini, what does that mean? The 8th house is transformation. It's transformation. You're going through this big transformation. The 8th house is also shared resources, other people's money, investments, inheritance. Inheritance is a huge thing with the Ten of Pentacles. There could be something there, something inheritance that's happening for you this week. But in the end, I mean, this is two souls coming together, two souls inhabiting one body, two people becoming one. This is true merging of souls. This is absolutely amazing. I love this for you. This is really great. Listen, you are definitely going to have a week that may be a little bit more emotional than you may think. Well, actually, you may already know that it's going to be something where you're going to feel this week. Let's keep it that way. It's a fiery week. You're going to feel it, but use all of this emotional intensity. If you feel emotional intensity, use it to see things, okay? And ask yourself why some of these things may be happening. What do I have to learn from this? Because that's going to bring this clarity, and it's going to bring all this. You're going to be good. I mean, the Two of Cups and just know what you want. Just know what you want. Use that spiritual energy. Okay. Thanks so much, Gemini. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Next week, we'll talk more about everything that's happening in Taurus season. And we've got Jupiter conjuncting Uranus next week. And we'll go back to the normal readings next week. All right. Thanks so much, Gemini. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.